Hey folks, welcome to the SmackDown podcast, your one-stop shop for all your WWE and AEW reviews, recaps, pay-per-view predictions, all that fun stuff. We are your hosts, Kyle, Rob Rude, Sebastian, and newcomer to the show, Mr. Kevin Krazy. What's up, you guys?
Yeah.
Chilling, man. Like to hear
I
it.
feel like it's been a year since I've recorded now.
Oh my
It's a
God,
good
you
job.
literally, you went from like, hey, do you want to guest on the show, Sebastian, to recording for like 3 months straight, never missing an episode. It felt like.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Yeah, we're a bunch of guys and gal who will be joining us here soon, who like to recap WWE and wrestling shows and just talk your wrestling banter, man. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're listening to us on the audio realm of things, you can find us on a whole bunch of places now. Let's list them off: Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play Music, and iTunes. We are on YouTube. Very, very close. A lot of stuff in the works to get that YouTube channel going. In fact, actually, I got some short form content going up tonight after the show, after this episode gets uploaded. We got some short form clips from our AEW episode. Super excited to get that stuff up. And the only way we're going to produce more of that stuff is we need you guys to head on over to YouTube, support us from the ground up, man. Get on there, hit the like, subscribe button, help us get to that 100 subscriber mark so we can get that custom URL. Lastly, we like to talk wrestling with each other, but more importantly, we'd love to talk wrestling with you. You can hit us up on Twitter at SmackDrawPod, myself at the Kai Tai Show, and then I'll let you fellas let them know where they can find you at.
2 words can't see me. Yeah.
At WrestlingFan_32.
At Kevin_Krazy316, and that's crazy with a K.
Nice. I always forget where your underscore is in your name, Kevin, so. Yeah. All right, man. Thank you guys for joining.
If it wasn't for, like, the Twitter automatic name bring up when you hit the A, I wouldn't fucking at nobody. I can't remember anybody's fucking name.
Mine's pretty simple. If you can't remember mine, then
I gotta get to, like, the L to get to yours. For some reason, because there's so many wrestles out there.
That is true. That is true.
But once I get to the L, I'm like, there he is.
So today's topic of discussion is SmackDown Live. Oh boy, a couple surprising things in here, man. What'd y'all think?
One quick plug: if you got Jericho's belt, you're gonna get got. You gonna get got.
So we're getting into that now.
Jericho is gonna mess your life up. You are gonna be done. I just wanted to.
So we're gonna get into that now, huh?
No, that's all. I'll leave it at that. If you got Jericho's belt, you're done. It's Chris Jericho, man. Do you not understand why the 48-year-old man was crowned the champion? He's crowned the champion for a reason. It's Chris Jericho. You're gonna get.
I'd be
got.
more worried about
You made the list.
Tony Khan and his assets. That dude's got billions. He'll find you.
Man, keep it kayfabe here, bro. We gotta talk about the man.
Keep it kayfabe, bro. Oh shoot! Come on now. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, breaking news today. Within apparently 24 hours of Chris Jericho winning the inaugural AEW Championship title, he apparently wanted to celebrate by going to a Longhorn Steakhouse. And between him eating there and leaving, somebody, I guess, broke into his limo, I guess, and walked off with the AEW Championship belt. Embarrassing start to AEW as far as PR goes. But man, yeah, wow. So we're convinced this is real. There's a police report, so this is real.
Yeah.
Somebody
Vince
actually
McMahon hired
tweeted. Somebody actually tweeted, why was he going to Longhorn Steakhouse? What is Omaha Steaks like?
I know.
Steaks right now.
I think Sebastian, what'd you say? Had he been a corporate guy and gone to Cracker Barrel, he could have avoided this.
That was hilarious.
Also, if Adam Page would have won, he'd at least chased him down on a horse.
On the horse. Oh man. Oh, that's
great.
crazy stuff.
On the real though, this is messed up, man. It really is.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, man. I wonder if he left it out like you could see in through the window. Like it's just sitting there on the back seat. You know, like I feel nervous if I leave like if I have like my tablet on me and it's sitting in my seat, I'll like throw like a napkin or like my backpack on top of it. So at least when you look in the car, you don't see any valuables. Wonder if you had that junk
Right.
just on display, man, just sitting there.
Like my Nintendo Switch goes with us when like we drive. And when I get out, I literally check the glove box 3 times to make sure that the glove box is closed and it's not open. I don't know. That's a $400 Switch. We're talking about a $10,000 title here.
At least 10,000. I wouldn't surprise me
At
if it's way more than that. It wouldn't surprise me. But on to SmackDown. Kevin, what'd you think of the show?
It was pretty decent. There were some parts that I thought kind of lulled and really didn't make, sense, frankly. But overall, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was full of surprise. It had surprises in there. You always make me happy if you can surprise me. Watching wrestling for almost 30 years now, if you can surprise me on just like a weekly episode of television, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh man. Sebastian, any thoughts before we just get into it, or?
Well, it was a good show. The in-ring work was pretty good. Like you said, there's plenty of surprises, plenty of twists. Exactly what you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Been a wrestling fan for so long, it's hard to surprise. And, and not just tonight. They've done a pretty good job of pulling that off here the last couple of weeks.
So the first surprise of the evening was in the opening segment. SmackDown's is airing tonight at Norfolk, Virginia. We get a recap of Bayley's heel turn. The surprise here is there's no heel persona to be found with her. She comes out and is still babyface Bayley. She doesn't
disappointing.
She doesn't give a condescending reason for actions what she did. No, she defends it all. I'm loyal to my friend. I still want to put SmackDown women's division on the map. I still want to be people's heroes. Like it wasn't said with like ulterior like motive in her voice, condescendingly, nothing. It was straight laced babyface Bayley, which was off putting, man. It was really weird.
Yeah, I totally agree. I wasn't into that at all, honestly. Like, it was just, I wanted her to come out there and just kind of be mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Rob was pissed.
But it was...
I was ready for her to fucking stab her inflatable tubey guys and start kicking them. And, like, go to fake hug a little kid and be like, nope. Like,
it's always good when heels work over children,
this.
Man. I love when a heel works a kid over.
I was so ready to do this. And then she gets in the ring and she's like, I was a fan, and now I'm the role model. That was a perfect opportunity to be like, fuck being your role model. I'm a bitch. Like, come on. It was so there. You got such a pop out of her turning, and then you're like, oh, wait, we're not going to solidify it, though. She turned because Sasha's there. She's Sasha still.
Yeah, it's...
What kind of reason is that?
It's odd. It's like she's heel by proximity. That's it. Like if Sasha's around, she's a heel. If Sasha's not there, she's a face.
But if they bring up that she's facing Charlotte Flair, she's not a heel yet.
Exactly. And
Flair's still a heel. She's still a bad girl.
I suspect it's just WWE sticking to their old-fashioned roots. I know, Sebastian, you hate it when it gets brought up like this, but I just suspect it's because they don't want a newly heel Bayley versus a heel Charlotte. Like, somehow they feel like they're going to salvage, like, a face-heel dynamic here by having Bayley act like a face unless Sasha Banks is around. I don't know. It's something's off. It's weird. It's so weird, man.
I don't know if it's weird. I think they're trying to keep their options open. It's been heavily rumored for Survivor Series or the Rumble that Bayley might be facing Sasha, and then there's a lot of rumors about a big Mania match. Yeah. So I think they're just going to keep their options open. And plus, I always say I like seeing new dynamics. And if she is a heel by, association, just when Sasha's around, we haven't really seen that. So I'm not going to be too quick to judge on it. I'm going to give it a couple of weeks before I really say if it's going to be a failure or not.
I'll be quick to judge on it. If you're a heel, you're a heel. There's no, one day I'm going to hug a kid, the next day I'm going to tell him to go to hell. No, you either do it or you don't.
That's true, but if you look at AEW, Cody's a heel in one show, and then that show is a face.
I feel like Bayley's
it's a different
character.
day and age now.
I feel like Bayley's character is she'll hug little kids on the way to the ring, and then backstage she'll talk shit about the children to Sasha Banks. Like, that little kid out there smelled like ass. But like,
he had a booger hanging from his nose.
I just feel like in today's world, the heel and face dynamic is a lot more flexible than it used to be.
Yes,
like I said,
I said that a few episodes ago. I agree 100%.
With AEW, if you look at Cody,
on this particular subject, if you're gonna pull the trigger, pull the trigger. If you're gonna turn her into a bad girl, turn her into a bad girl. But everybody wanted it.
And the Young Bucks too. I mean, one time they're a heel facing Cody and Dustin Rhodes, Go Dust, whatever you want to call them, and then they're a face again.
yeah.
So I mean,
It's like they swap on a match-to-match basis.
Yeah, it's just today's product.
I'm giving AEW the benefit of the doubt right now, just till they get weekly television. They need, you know what I mean? They got to create
They're
matches.
still putting their toes in the water.
Yeah. They got to sell tickets to stuff that has no on-screen build. So like, the only story you can follow is on YouTube, and that's a whole another discussion for topic to begin with.
Right, you got a hardcore dude. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like super hardcore wrestling fan, but I'm not casual. I don't keep up on the AEW.
I know.
I have no idea what's going on. When they told me a pay-per-view, I'm like, okay, who's fighting who? Let's go.
I can't wait though. I really can't wait for the Wednesday Night Wars, man. It's gonna be exciting. So during Bayley's babyface promo, she calls Charlotte selfish. Paints Charlotte as the heel, herself as the face. Charlotte comes out. They get in the ring. Then Sasha Banks comes out. While Banks is on the apron and Bayley and Charlotte in the ring, Charlotte, being a smart person, attacks Bayley. Like, sees she's outnumbered. Might as well take the fight to them, strike first. But quickly outnumbered by Bayley and Sasha. Then they both take turns, passing a chair back and forth, smashing Charlotte, reminiscent of the Becky Lynch beatdown the night prior. Like I said, decent segment, just hard to understand where they're going with Bayley's character. That's all. That's really all it is.
Crowd loved it though.
Crowd was hot. Oh man.
I don't know where does anybody know where the show was at?
Norfolk, Virginia.
Well, they was in it like the whole night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that always
helps.
helps.
I wish I was part of that crowd. I love my chances.
Yeah, man. We followed it up with the first of the two quarterfinals. Our King of the Ring quarterfinal matches, this one being Ali versus Elias. Decent match, wouldn't you guys say so? This is good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's probably Elias's best one-on-one match.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It did bug me that Elias put his guitar in Baron Corbin's seat.
Oh my God, Rob. Rob will spare no expense to bring up Baron Corbin. I swear to God.
I mean, he should move his guitar. I'm just saying, man. It's not your
Hold on,
seat.
you guys. I got a text. You hear Rob? Damn it! It wasn't from Baron Corbin, you guys. Oh man. The story of the match was Elias working over Ali's knee, grounding his opponent. At one point, Elias and Ali worked their way to the top turnbuckle. Elias, very scarily, shoves Ali off the turnbuckle out to the outside of the ring, and Ali does this amazing backflip, lands on his feet, but presumably fully blows out the knee. Elias,
I thought X for a second. I'm like, wait, hold on, wait. That was wow.
That kills me, man. That kills me looking at them do that. Then Elias surprisingly goes for a double axe handle. You don't see Elias do that high flying stuff. Eats a super kick for his effort though. Even furthering the damage. At this point, Ali is on one leg essentially. Misses the 450 splash for the win, so Elias goes ahead, capitalizes, gets the drift away. Elias is moving on to the semifinals on the SmackDown side of things in your King of the Ring tournament. Does a nice little pose on the throne afterwards. I know Rob was loving that. Elias strumming his guitar. But it was good. I missed this part with Joe backstage. Was he just literally there to remind us he's still in the tournament? Like I didn't hear anything other than everyone's gonna bend the knee. Like he didn't say anything of substance, did he?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay.
But man, just real quick, Elias really impressed me tonight. I've always, every time he's been brought up on here, I've always talked about how on the mic he's gold, but he's never really done anything in the ring.
Yeah.
But he had some good stuff in here.
They had some good chemistry.
There was that sequence. There's that sequence where he did the suplex on the ramp. Then he took Ali's head and like rammed it into the barricade. And then the gorilla press into the crowd. I mean,
yeah, he was bringing it.
He brought out the stretch muffler too. I have not seen that submission in a long time.
Wasn't that like the Brock lock at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, I remember that move. I always thought that was a silly looking move. It's
oh,
cool.
And also Ali's 450 on the arm. That was cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's cool as hell. Following Joe's backstage promo, Aleister Black, we had fun joking about this in the group chat. Aleister Black says, if the mountain, I don't know why, like, now a person is a mountain, by the way. I don't know if we got clarification, the metaphor here, but he said, if the mountain won't come to me.
That's probably what Vince McMahon makes everyone call him.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. We'll get into that.
Maybe that's why it took him so long to get to the ring, that he has to climb a mountain to
Climb
get
a
there.
mountain. God, there's some weird stuff to this metaphor. But if the mountain won't come to me, I'm gonna go to the mountain. Aleister Black dresses down in his dark room or whatever, makes his way out of the room, presumably to go out to the ring and issue an open challenge or something along that nature, is kind of what this segment put out there for us. Then continuing the surprise train here, surprising with the opening segment with Bayley, Aleister Black surprising us saying that he's going to go find a fight. The next surprise of the night, Fire and Desire get a clean win over your current women tag champs. Pinning Alexa Bliss.
Belts, they wouldn't have. Just saying.
Alexa Bliss, of all people, too, eating the pin, not Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nuts. I didn't
Close
really
finisher too.
Yeah, because she missed the Twisted Bliss. She ate the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Isn't that the first tag team finisher we've seen in the women's division? Iconics.
I think so.
I
don't know.
Iconics,
That's a good point.
Iconics have individual finishers.
And so does Bliss and Cross. So
Kairi Sane and Asuka, I don't think they have a combined finisher. Yeah, that might be. Yeah, because because Rose hits her like V trigger, while oh god, why am I missing her name right now? Sonya Deville goes low. It's kind of like a high-low, but eating the V trigger on the high side.
Speaking of individual finishers,
by the way.
Huh?
Nikki Cross did that like sweet DDT thing with like her opponent's legs on the ropes. It was all sick, and she tweeted, "I can't wait to tell you what my new move is called," and then she just never did it again.
Another person to leave Rob hanging. Man, Rob lives for that
Right.
stuff. Rob hangs on
I do,
every
man. Like I was
clickbait.
like, oh my god, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be the Cross platform because they look like a platform, and your name is Nikki Cross? Wait, no, nope. Just pretend it never happened. Rob wasn't paying attention.
Oh my gosh.
Real quick too, Fire and Desire kind of had a repackage tonight. Mandy had some new gear. She didn't have the top bottom like she usually does. They were actually the pants. And if you paid attention to the video screen, they had like actually Fire and Desire on the screen, not just Mandy Rose's.
Like Mandy Rose and Sonya coming out to her. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
She did still have the porn music though.
Yeah, but we didn't get the glamour and stuff.
Yeah, you didn't get the glamour filter, and yeah, I always felt like, man, Mandy Rose is the gimmick that was meant for Emelina, and I was, but that's, I don't know if y'all, well, yeah, Rob, damn it, Rob, you wouldn't know, damn.
No
I
idea.
remember him.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember him.
You know, yeah, you remember what I was talking about. Emma was a wrestler. She goes, but what's her? I can't remember her real name. If you know,
Danielle Dashwood.
Yeah. She used to go by Emma in WWE, and she was like a really goofy, quirky, like not sexualized character, like bad dancer, kind of gimmick. But she can go in the ring. Like the chick could go, and then the news was that they were repackaging her, and they start showing all these like sexual vignettes of her, and she would do like the Lacey Evans catwalk thing. She was doing that before Lacey Evans, where she'd come out, she was all like dressed up, sexualized, and then she'd go back. And the rumor is that she was supposed to be this like over-sexualized throwback character from the Attitude Era. But the problem is that's not Emma's personality. She couldn't pull it off because that's just not who she is naturally, and she couldn't find the character within herself. So they teased this Emmalina transformation for several months coming out. And then one day she comes out like as Emmalina, and then she's like, well, I'm going to go become Emma. And that was the reveal of Emmalina, was just her to say she's going back to her original character. And then we pretty much never saw her again. She had a match against Asuka, got beat down, and was out of the company. And then
Real fun match, by the way.
It was a good match. Leo Rush got a lot of shit for that, too. Leo Rush was like, that's what happens when you face Asuka. He pissed off a lot of people with that one.
That's the first time Leo got heat.
Yeah.
Not the last.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. Same with a lot of people, Rob.
I don't forget things that just disappeared and vanished in the thin air.
But, yeah, Mandy Rose, when Mandy Rose debuted, she seemed like the exact epitome that all the news sites were reporting, like, was the character meant for Emmalina. But just a weird little backstory there, just to, pad up our runtime.
Real funny in the match too. Mandy yelled at Nikki, "You'll never look like me."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one wants to look like you.
Yeah.
She yelled back, she's like, "Shut up!" And like it drew Alexa Bliss back. I was like, "Oh shit." Oh, that was funny.
I do think she's overdone. I just want to throw that out there. Like I tweeted one time that Ember Moon was hotter than Mandy Rose, and like so many people were like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it's just a tweet, dude.
It's pretty much how Twitter sounds.
Opinion,
like if
man.
you could vocalize Twitter,
Right.
that's exactly how it sounds.
You're fucking crazy. You have no taste in women. Because I honestly meant it. I think Ember Moon is hotter than Mandy Rose. This is me.
Different folks,
you
different
have no
strokes,
taste in
bro.
women. Like, I mean, it's a tweet. I mean, but that's how Wrestle Twitter is, man. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's like, no, you're
No
not
one's-
allowed an opinion.
No one's allowed to be happy.
Also, real quick, Corey finally answered he prefers Mandy over Alexa Bliss for future references.
Oh, I missed that, dude. Damn.
Yeah.
Backstage after the segment, or after the match, Joe, out of nowhere, like he's out of frame, bumps into Chad Gable, who's working out on the stretch bands. But the problem is when the camera panned over, there was literally nowhere for Joe to stand other than directly next to Gable. He couldn't have come around a corner. They were in like a hall, so it was like awkward. Like he was just standing there, and then all of a sudden he's activated like Braun Strowman was and just bumps into him. It's I'm not griping, but it's so weird when that's like it draws me back, man. I'm sorry, but when I see that, I'm like, how is
Some
it
stuff is
possible
just
for
hard to
you to
kayfabe,
do
bro.
that without anyone
Some stuff
knowing?
is hard to kayfabe. I
It's-
mean, like, I'm all about coming up with kayfabe reasons, but even in kayfabe, you can't just teleport and just pop
yeah,
in.
no, it's like exactly. He
guys.
just like phased in and was like, "Oh shoot, I landed on you, Gable. My bad. I'll try to
Let me try
teleport
to
somewhere
stand
safer
next
next
to,
time."
a hallway. So, he was walking down the hallway. Okay,
Yeah,
move on.
at
The
least.
Undertaker has teleported for 30 years, guys.
Hey, listen, man, but that's the Undertaker,
But
okay?
that's Undertaker. Okay, that's the one exception to what I just said.
At
He can do
at
what he
least
wants.
let Joe
He's
be
dead.
like walking down the hall, like looking at his cell phone. You know what I mean? Just not paying attention to where he's walking or something.
And then all of a
man.
sudden he bumps into Gable.
I
Oh
don't
man, I
know.
didn't see you because you're short.
We're clutching at
Maybe
straws,
he's
folks.
Catching started.
Maybe he's just working on the powers, dude. Like,
Maybe.
he's a beginner. We're gonna have
This little- he was like on the other side of that scaffolding. He got like he teleported like 5 feet.
yeah, I mean, he's learning. We're
He's
gonna
learning.
have Taker Joe one day.
I mean, with advertising Taker for SmackDown next week.
Oh man.
Samoa Joe takes him out.
I still stand by what I said whenever the Fiend attacked Jerry Lawler. That when Jerry left the ring, the Fiend should have still teleported to the ring and then been upset. Like, crap, where is he? And he sees him at the top of the ramp. And he just gives him this look like next time, you know?
Then he teleports back to Jerry.
Yeah, that would have been cooler if he just teleported from the ring to the apron somehow, like had a body double or something. That would have been neat. Yeah, but Joe just rips on Gable for being small, and so this is it, right? There was a heel meeting, and everyone's like, "Who do we hate now?" Everyone's like, "We hate Gable." Like, why do we hate him? Like, he's fucking short, okay? Like, just if you see him, just don't let that dude be happy with like himself. Like, eliminate all self-confidence in Gable. But boy, that's backfiring though. That is backfiring, big time, man. Because they're building him up. It's just weird. Hang on the short jokes. I know, Rob, you love it. I know you.
I do. I love the cheesy comedy, man. It makes me smile. It really does. Like, I wish I could own the sign that Shelton Benjamin put on the door saying must be this tall to participate in the tournament. I would frame it and put it in my room.
I'm sure you could probably make it, Rob.
But that's not the same. I want the original. But then again, you are right. I mean, I could print that shit out. Just like, look what I have. And I'm gonna go buy some Icy Hot and modify it to Oozy Hot. I'm game.
Jesus.
Do that.
Oh my god. Sebastian, how about you talk us through this Randy Orton segment? I'll be right back.
Randy just came out, did the whole Kofi stupid kind of thing again, and we've seen this promo. It seems like many times between Kofi and Orton, and he asked Kofi to come out. And the camera kind of panned like Kofi was going to come from behind like a couple weeks ago. We all know how that camera angle usually goes to. Then Revival come out beating up Kofi, throw him in the ring. He kind of gets some payback on him, takes Orton down after Orton's about to give him RKO, but ultimately gets to, what would you guys call it, a super RKO?
Yeah, that's what they're calling it,
Yeah.
but it's nothing but a glorified 3D.
That's actually exactly what it is. Damn, it is a 3D, isn't it?
It's a shatter RKO. RKO machine. It's kind of a mix between Revival's finisher, too, though.
In my notes, I just call it the assisted RKO.
Yeah, they officially called it the Super RKO tonight. I don't know if they did it before tonight,
I heard him call it that, I
but
think,
I
last
did
week.
catch. They did. It is now the official Super RKO. If you want to get real technical, it's the 3-man diamond cutter. I mean, let's get real here. So, I mean, yes, they did the thing that has many different names, but it's the 3 most devastating letters in sports entertainment. Only superfied. There we go. We'll go with that.
I do love this Orton and Revival alliance, though.
Yeah,
I think they're just perfect together.
I hate to say it, tonight was the first night that the Kofi thing is getting stale with me. Ever since that double DQ or whatever, I've been kind of just like, I don't know.
I love this.
I'd like to see something else, like something extra, because Kofi's starting to look real dumb. It's like Randy Orton is being proven right, and that's the bad part about it.
That's the whole point. And then Kofi's gonna come out on top at Clash, and he's like, "I'm not stupid. You made me look dumb, but I'm not. Look at me. I still got my belt."
The beatdowns. Look, how many beatdowns have we gotten in a row now by Randy orchestrated?
A whole bunch. I'm okay with that. Beat down everybody.
But what I'm saying, by this point, after last week's beatdown, Kofi should have been sitting in a car like, okay, this is a thing now. I've got to outsmart him. I've got to outwit him. Instead of, I'm just going to show up to work like any other day, and the dude just keeps jumping him. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to take the initiative.
3-1, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if I knew that 3 dudes were gonna beat my ass every time, I'd be doing some R-Truth stuff, man. I'd be in disguise or something. I'd be hiding somewhere in concession stands, throwing like hot sauce on the top guys in their eyes, man, just blinding them, like, bam, you down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't get me now.
But Kofi's entire story before he won the belt, and now still, is he's never gonna quit fighting. So I think it's just fine for his character.
Yeah.
If he changed what got him to the top of the mountain, that's when you, I think, have to start worrying about what the company thinks of him, and if he's still in a good spot to be champ.
I don't know, man. It's just week in and week out, baby faces are just proven to be less intelligent than heels.
And
That's the thing.
that's all.
Because they are.
But
Just-
well, the baby faces are more worried about the fans, and the heels just don't care. They're there for them.
Right.
So,
Yep.
but I think this is just a good way. I've said this since SummerSlam. I think this is going to end inside Hell in a Cell. Right now, it's about New Day Revival, but at the end of it, it's going to be
Hell in the Cell,
locked
'cause-
in the cell, one-on-one, no extras, and that's going to happen. I think this is just a bridge to get there, so I don't have a problem with it.
All right. I'll err on the side of optimism. I'm not completely out.
It's Randy Orton. You can do anything with Randy Orton. I'm game.
Yeah.
Like you can
It's
have
just
him
a
just come
long-term-
out and RKO like 6 people, and that becomes his thing. Every week he just randomly RKO 6 people, and that's all you get. I'm like, okay, who's 6 tonight? Let's go. Let's do it.
Just people delivering like a backstage promo, RKO. Someone just comes out of
Right.
a bathroom
Boom.
stall,
I don't know.
RKO.
That's all he does. I'd be so game. I'm game for anything that man does. Like, even on my outside 8-year hiatus, I'm like, Randy Orton's the best thing to ever happen. I've
Yeah.
always loved him. So now that I'm back and he's actually back in the picture. Because when I came back, I was kind of bummed. I was like, I missed his run. Because obviously he's been a thing forever. I'm like, he's done.
He's
He's
got
not gonna
14.
have
He's got
anything
14 world
else.
championships.
Even if he doesn't beat Kofi as much as I'd love him to at Clash, he's in the picture, so I get to see him. I'm game. Like,
And honestly, this
beat him up every week. Let's do this.
This
Also,
podcast
this
is just a
feud is
love letter
given-
to Randy Orton, man.
it's given a lot to the Revival. It's given them a lot of airtime and a lot of extra
Yep.
exposure in the
That's
main
true.
event.
That is
See?
true. Yeah.
Well,
And you know what? We haven't had Shane in a while, so that's good. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
Because they're saving him for taking place in the King of the Ring finals.
Oh my God, yeah. So, God
Please
damn
no.
it, Rob. Baron Corbin's injured, and Shane interjects himself.
I'd be okay with that. I want my man Corbin to win, but if Shane has to take
Oh
one
my
for the
God,
team, okay.
Jesus
Let's go.
Christ.
Joe
No.
ends his career, I hope.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry to yawn. I'm sorry. Next up, Roman's recap. Is the same recap we have gotten for like 3 weeks now. But the only difference is it is announced at the end of the recap that Reigns will face Eric Rowan at Clash of Champions, man. That's awesome, right?
Asterisk. Asterisk. How the fuck you say that word?
Here we go.
Some matches are not champions, and they're not even near champions. They're not even in a title picture. But they're at Clash
what
of the
really
Champions in
makes
a
a
match.
champion, Rob? You know?
Roman beat Kane.
Having a belt around your waist. That's what makes
Roman ended Undertaker's career. That makes him a champion for life.
No, it doesn't. Does he have a belt? Did he get a belt for that?
He was championed in the eyes of the people.
Nope, I don't think he did. Nope. But, I mean, he doesn't have a John Cena belt. So, I mean...
He doesn't have a John Cena belt? What the hell does that mean?
I mean, he doesn't have a belt that you can't see.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
I walked
into
that. I walked into that one, dude. Like, what the hell?
Oh, my.
I can't believe he did.
How the hell did I walk into that crap?
Regardless of the pay-per-view name.
Like, I'm so... Like, I thought it's like, okay, I'm going to get for real for a second. Is this the first Clash of the Champions? No, it's been a thing, right?
No. See, this is not Clash of the Champions. This is Clash of Champions. And this has been around for about 3 years now. Clash
So it
of
should be
the Champions was a WCW pay-per-view, and WWE is too petty to have the exact same name, so they took out the word "the." This is true. Like, this is super
Wow,
true.
I just went back. Oh my God, I just went back. Holy shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
You are
if
right.
really want to be...
Okay. Anyway, my point is, if you're gonna have a pay-per-view called Clash of Champions and you're gonna have a match that isn't champions, like it's Clash of Champions. Like, I thought until the moment that they told me the big dude was fighting Roman Reigns, I was like, this is sick because every match is gonna be a title match. Any match being a title match just makes it more awesome. Even if you hate the two guys in it, it's a title match. This is great. And then you got this. Like,
You know what?
just because you got to have Roman Reigns in your pay-per-view. It's not our
we
fault
really
that you didn't have him in the last pay-per-view.
If we really want to get specific about the name, Clash of Champions would mean that the champions are fighting each other. So
Yeah,
the name's already fucked up.
that was the conception was
I officially
world champ
boycott this
taking on
pay-per-view.
world champ,
But
Intercontinental
in all
takes on
seriousness,
US.
Hell in a Cell is all Hell in a Cell and all that. So I mean,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can really break down every name of the pay-per-views.
It
But
is-
regardless of the pay-per-view, this is a huge chance for Rowan, and it says a lot to.
Especially
they're
after
giving him
tonight.
Roman Reigns on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know how many people would like to fight Roman Reigns on a pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
So good for him. I hope he knocks it out of the park.
There is one negative thing here though. I kind of have to side with Rob on, and that's WWE. One of the gripes that they have is they're overinflated with championship titles, and a pay-per-view dedicated to champions, there's still going to be champions titles not defended at the pay-per-view or not involved in matches. Like
I don't know,
you're not going to have I don't believe you're going to have the Cruiserweight Championship match, Raw Women's, SmackDown Women's, Raw Tag, SmackDown Tag, Women's Tag, Universal and WWE Championship. You know, I don't
Really?
Actually, they built all that. haven't they?
and
Yeah.
US and Intercontinental.
Well, the U.S. title is really not the only one that's not in a program, and like I said last week, or
Last
yesterday,
week they
not on
opened the
here.
door.
Not
They
on here
opened
because
the-
I wasn't on here, but I think it'll be Cedric.
Yeah, because Cedric got beat
They,
down
they
by.
opened the door for the U.S. title, but everything else they've got something for, don't they?
Yeah, now that you say,
everything
okay,
else
so
is-
yeah, because
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
it is. I think it is confirmed. Yeah, because Humberto Carrillo is taking on Gulak for the cruiserweight.
And I'm sure Fire
Ziggler.
and Desire will have Alexa.
Yeah. So yeah, Fire and Desire take for the women's. Ziggles and Rude going after Raw. New Day, do they have a match?
I would assume it'll be Revival after
Yeah.
Revival's taking them out.
That's
so.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't. That's a good call because right now Xavier's at home
Like,
nursing his knee.
yeah, kayfabe
and
injured.
Big E for the second week in a row is at the doctor's office in building. Apparently.
And I think this will be last week before class, so I guess next week.
You still
is
need to
last
get the
SmackDown.
SmackDown titles booked and the United States title booked.
Next week, I think Kofi's going to get some payback. It ain't going to be a beatdown on him. I think New Day's going to return, and they're all going to get payback and set up the Revival match.
Yeah, so I guess they might
Yeah.
be able to get all the titles on there. It just that's I'll be surprised, but yeah, really they are only 2 championship matches away from booking all the belts
Right.
that are
I
on.
And
mean,
that's
let's be
why,
real.
like, I'm not like really mad that Roman Reigns is fighting Rowan, but like prime example. Every single pre-show, you have a cruiserweight title match. Every single pre-show. If you were to throw 2 guys, like, and I love watching them because it's a title match. If you were to throw 2 cruiserweights in front of me because I don't watch 205 Live and it's not a title match, I'm doing chores. I'm not watching this match. I don't care about these guys. I don't know who they are. But if one has a belt and he's defending the belt, I'm watching. Cool, the title might change hands. I don't know who the guys are, but a title might change hands. And from my understanding, this was a pay-per-view of every single match is a title match. And then when they were like, oh, but here's a non-title match. I'm like, but I thought I was going to have a night of every single match having stakes. This one doesn't.
I mean,
So
They-
they're definitely going to throw him in because my understanding is every belt gets defended. That's the whole point of the pay-per-view.
they've not been afraid to throw 12 matches on a card, so I don't think it'll be a problem getting the matches on there.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I guess I spoke too soon.
I mean, on paper, it don't have no stake, but I mean, like I say, this is going to be a big test for Rowan. I'm really,
Yeah,
and I'm not
it
even a
is.
Rowan fan. I'm not big on Rowan. So
After tonight,
I
I'm a
have
Rowan
no
fan.
expectations
Right,
going.
I agree.
Well, after tonight,
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah,
but
dude,
before
Rowan,
tonight,
that
I
is-
Who
had
isn't
no
after
interest.
tonight?
I'm telling you,
Before
man.
tonight, I had no interest in a single of Rowan's.
When's the
matches.
last time like
So,
Rowan got like a holy shit chant? You know,
Yeah.
the crowd,
Probably
They
the
flipped
no
it.
disqualification match.
yeah. But anyways, let's get there. The next up was the second King of the Ring quarterfinal match between Gable and Andrade. Of course, before the match could get started, Zelina Vega, being a heel, has to mock Gable for being short. You guys, listen, man, listen. You're advocates for anti-bullying. Come on now, be a star, all right? Be a star. The match was good. It was back and forth.
Quick question.
Yo.
Sorry, quick question. Has Zelina Vega ever wrestled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Has she wrestled recently?
No.
No.
Okay. I don't like Zelina Vega. Okay, I don't like the character Zelina Vega. I'll give you that. I'm not trashing her real life, but everybody knows I keep it kayfabe. Her character, I do not like.
She's a heel
mini
manager.
Spoiler, but mini
She's
spoiler.
got to
when
be the
she
only
did,
heel you don't like, Rob. Like, I thought
when
you...
she did, yeah, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one.
Literally
When
the
she
only
distracted
heel.
the ref, I was so mad at her. I was mad.
Had that been
Get
Lacey
the hell
Evans
out of
distracting the
way.
ref, Rob would have been like,
Oh,
yeah,
we're
Like
saying
Lacey Evans
Rob.
is a
you're
good
so
character.
smart.
I don't know what it is. I don't like Zelina Vega. I don't like her character.
You're not
When
supposed
she
to,
was
Rob.
dissing Gable, I was stopping and I'm thinking, you're sitting here making fun of the man because he's short in the King of the Ring tournament, but he's wrestling. What are you doing? You're standing outside the ring being a bitch, distracting the
Oh
referee.
my God, Rob.
That's what you're doing.
Well, like, isn't that what a good heel is supposed to do? Is make you
Yeah,
pissed
that's
off?
exactly-
You know?
I don't know what it
Piss
is.
you off.
And she does. She really does.
She does her job well.
Yeah.
Can't stand
Like
it.
more well than anybody in the history of the company.
She's a
ever.
heel and she doesn't piss everyone else off. I hate her. And then like you get a heel and everyone hates the heel. Be like, oh, they're the best heel in the world. You know, like,
She's a fake heel, man. That's gotta be it. She's a fake heel.
Rob likes controversy, not heels. He likes heels that cause controversy on Twitter. I've nailed it.
I guess that's it.
I think that's what it is, man. The fact that
If
Zelina
you're a
Vega.
heel that's gonna burn Twitter down, I like you. There we go.
Yeah,
That's
but if
it.
you're a heel that people are like, man, they're really good. Rob's like, I don't care about them. I need a heel. I need a heel that got people complaining about the product.
When I went to the house show in March,
Yeah.
like Andrade fought Daniel Bryan for the world title,
Yeah.
and Daniel Bryan was like, "I'm not fighting you," and Zelina Vega is at ringside, and the ref was like, "Okay, you got to go backstage." I'm like, "Just go away, go, get out of here, go, bye," and then they had their match, and it was great.
Rob, I swear to God. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you know one thing I really liked about this match, Gable never looked like he was the underdog. Like Gable didn't have to fight like too large of an uphill battle. He looked like Andrade's equal throughout the match. Nothing really in there struck me as Gable was in over his head. In fact, the opposite. Gable was ragdolling Andrade, like just suplexing the piss out of him, man. That was awesome. Yeah, man. And
Yo,
who
at
saw
start
the?
of this match,
Oh, go ahead.
Andrade hit Gable with an elbow. It
Yeah.
was so fucking loud.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that hit hard,
And
man.
it didn't sound like a smack of the arm, like, you know, a work elbow. It sounded like he got all head. Like, it sounded bad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. But Gable ended up winning to everyone's surprise. I don't know how many people had Gable pinned to win this. Gable ends up winning. Although I guess we should have saw it coming when Elias won the last match.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Gable does his roll through German suplex with Zelina Vega getting the distraction. Pretty much convinces you that's how the ending's gonna go down. Andrade hits that like kick to spinning back elbow that you just mentioned. That looked vicious. But Gable ends up hitting like this really good like roll through counter pin for the quick 3 count.
Yeah.
And he
What
go
a near fall, by the way. When he
Yeah.
hit the shooting star or whatever.
yeah.
Man, that crowd ate that near fall up.
It is probably safe to assume at least Norfolk, Virginia, was behind Gable now. Like,
Oh, he was getting
Oh
great.
yeah.
Rob, did he make a believer out of you?
He did. Like, I've been a believer for Gable since the moment Cedric put that sign on the door.
Are you
Pure
mean Shelton
honesty.
Benjamin?
I'm like, oh my god, yes. I was like, oh my god, this dude about to burn this down. Oh, you want to call me short, huh? I'm gonna beat everybody. But then he's gonna get to the end and he's gonna lose to Baron. So his run's gonna come up short. But I mean, see what I did there? I called him short. But
See what I
no,
did there?
like in all honesty, like Gable can win the tournament, and I'd be okay with that. Like, what he's doing is amazing. It really is. It truly is. That suplex he's got, Jesus Christ.
He can. Yeah,
Andrade's like, what, 300 pounds?
You.
And it's like, bloop. Let me Kurt Angle you real quick now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those suplexes were nasty.
There was a lot of things I said when King of the Ring was announced and the bracket came out. They had a chance to do a lot of different things. Kind of heal Joe a little bit, or a Drew McIntyre with giving them a run in it. And they have him to the semis, where like, draw or not, they got him there. He has some momentum now. They made a new star of Gable. I mean, even last week he was getting reactions.
Yeah.
So,
ever since I think Gable came out and took on either Roman or Cena, I think it was Roman. I think he opened a lot of eyes, man. But I've been calling this. All these heels too busy mocking, overlooking Gable, talking trash to him. What's he doing every time they are talking trash to him?
Overlooking Gable.
Shut up, Rob. But what's he doing every time they're talking trash? He's back there warming up training. He's back there working out, man, and he tells them that. He's like, "Look, man, I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to train here." They're walking around all smug. His ass is getting ready, man. I'm telling you, that's the difference maker right there. Every time you see Gable, man, he's taking it seriously. I like that. I like that about him.
And when I last beat Ali, I saw a lot of people get mad that saying King of the Ring don't create a star, or they haven't created a new star with it. When it's right here in front of us with Gable.
Yep.
Ali, I understand, but his moveset alone will get Ali over. Ali don't need to win a tournament or even make a run in a tournament. I mean, if it wasn't for him getting injured, he was probably going to beat Daniel at WrestleMania for the title. Buddy Murphy, his look alone, with his skill set, he was getting over, as we saw with his matches against Rowan and Daniel. He didn't need it. Gable's the one guy kind of this run
that needs,
as far as the underdog goes.
And then give him a secondary championship afterwards. Get him at the Intercontinental or United States title.
Yeah.
Give him a singles run.
And not just that. This tournament's really let people go out and work. I mean, you don't see... they try to keep Baron Corbin's matches kind of short. Well, not short sometimes, but they don't let him... He's done a lot better as far as in-ring quality goes with this tournament. His two matches have been really good. As in, on a normal match, they just let it be a slow-paced match and kind of everybody get bored, other than Rob.
Other than Rob.
I'm all about it, bro. Let's go.
But,
in my opinion, it's gonna come down to Corbin and Gable. And
it's gonna be Joe and Gable.
Either A, you really want to create a new star, or B, you want to fucking piss everybody off and you have Baron Corbin win it.
I think it's a lock at Gable's getting there, but I can see this going all three ways. They kind of tease Samoa Joe and Gable.
Yeah, they tease
I
Joe
like
and
it.
Gable.
I like it because even if all of us think we know what's gonna happen and it doesn't,
we've all been wrong.
It could go anywhere. Yeah. There is no Gable could lose and we'd be like, well, damn, we were wrong.
Elias
it could go
in the
anywhere
finals
right now.
Ooh, that would be.
I think there's an interesting story for all three against Gable. You can have Ricochet facing him and just go out there and have a great match for the fans and everybody be perfectly okay with it. You could have the underdog story with Corbin. I mean, we all know what kind of reaction Corbin gets. Or we could just have Joe and Gable. That'd be a banger.
Yeah.
No matter what you go, it's going to
there's no wrong answers, really.
No. I mean, the only thing I don't want to see is I don't want to see Joe get pinned, which would probably paint Corbin and Gable in the finals, because you could have Corbin pin Ricochet, protect Joe, and then, have Corbin and Gable in the finals. Because otherwise, if Joe goes to the finals, I want to see Joe win. He needs a big win. The guy is 0-8, I think, or 0-9 in World Championship matches. He has been handed so many World Championship matches, and he has lost 100% of them. He cannot afford to, and also he's lost his the United States or the Intercontinental title instantly after winning it. I think he lost it twice. It's like he loses so many big matches, and I'm sorry, nobody's impervious. You know what I mean? You can be good for so long before you end up like Bray Wyatt, where people just stop caring because they're conditioned to know that you're really good at talking, but when it comes time, you're gonna lose. And
You gonna lose.
I'd hate that for Joe, man. I would hate that for Joe.
And another thing, I hope and pray that this King of the Ring doesn't become a gimmick thing. I understand they're going to coronation and stuff. That's just a gimmick. But
if it's going on,
is a thing,
if it's going on Corbin, it's gonna be literal. It's gonna be it's gonna be his persona, King Corbin.
Yeah, it fits him. I mean, I think they need to not get too close to the acting GM role that he had.
Yeah.
I think they don't need to cross that line or anything like that. They need to keep it different. But here's the thing about Gable. He doesn't have a gimmick, and his in-ring work's getting over. If you give him a character or, just a definition, like King Gable, that can go a long way to getting him over in the future.
Yeah, I can see that.
Not to confuse him with King Mabel.
Oh my gosh, Jesus. Anyways, Aleister Black comes out. We get Aleister Black's music. He comes out to the ring. We cut to commercial. Who's his opponent? You know what I mean? You're left to believe we're going to get a dramatic...
over here.
What's that?
Oh, didn't you hear the music? It was Aleister Black. He was facing his fucking self.
Yeah, exactly. He's facing mirror version Black. So we're left to believe he's going to be in the ring when the commercial break ends, and we're going to hear the big reveal of his opponent. Like, no, when the commercial break, when we come back, we already see the second guy in the ring. And you're like, damn it.
With Aleister's music.
With Aleister's music, yeah. Like, they were jamming out to metal together. Which, the best time you've ever seen that is when New Day was jamming out to Seth Rollins' music. That's honestly awesome. Yeah, Black comes out. Shelton Benjamin.
My first thought was, oh God, it's a jobber.
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought.
Right.
He literally just picked out a fan. It's like, you come here.
Did you knock on my door? I seen it.
You didn't want to pick a fight with me? I'm picking a fight with you. Black Mass. Bam. Lawsuit. Just. Oh my gosh, no. But Aleister Black. Okay, listen, man. You got Shelton Benjamin, known for speed, athleticism, right? Could not keep up with Black. Black a step ahead of him every time, and believably so too. Not like Benjamin looked like he slowed down his offense. Like Black was literally just a step or two ahead of Benjamin the whole time. Benjamin never stood a chance. He ate 2 Black Masses. Like, he ate one right out the gate, and then Black caught Benjamin's leg. Benjamin goes for an enziguri. Black ducks it and follows through with the Black Mass. Oh, gorgeous sequence, man. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Gorgeous sequence.
Yeah. Oh God, I love Black. I do.
I don't know. If you really look at the roster and who all got stuff going on, I don't really know any big name that could have fed the Black tonight. I didn't really have a problem with Ben Benjamin. It's just Black don't have anything for Clash of Champions or anything notable that you could really end there. So just put him on TV, keep him in people's heads, let them know he's still there, and that's what they done. So I didn't have a problem. Not everything has to have this.
So Kevin, with The Fiend being wrapped up for Hell in the Cell, and Finn Balor on vacation shaving his head, who would you put in a feud with Aleister Black? We lost Kevin. Okay.
No. I'm sorry. Who would I put in a feud with Aleister Black?
Yeah, and it can't be The Fiend or Finn Balor. I
mean, honestly, maybe after Clash of Champions, Chad Gable might not be a bad bad decision. I mean, I know that it's not necessarily like the babyface heel, dynamic, but I feel like they would have a lot of chemistry in the ring, and it would, they would put out excellent matches, similar styles and stuff like that. I'd be into it.
Hell yeah, because I mean, a wrestler striker combo is actually always a good matchup.
Yeah.
I hate that they wasted the Cesaro feud or the Cesaro matchup early because like that's just God, man, I'd watch that over and over again. Aleister Black and Cesaro.
Yeah, so good.
What about you, Rob?
You know my answer.
Well, we took out Fiend and Rick.
Nope, I don't care what you did. The answer is the Fiend. I don't care.
I don't play
care.
by your rules,
They
pal.
built that to happen, and they ruined it. They ruined it. If they can do this at WrestleMania, I'm gonna boycott the match and I'm gonna use it as my piss break.
Oh my god!
I'll tweet it too.
Kevin,
you ruined it.
What Rob is referring to was me and Rob had a eureka moment one time back when back before the Fiend built his feud against with Finn Balor, and Aleister Black had yet to get an opponent, right? There was the reveal of the knock on Aleister Black's door, and me and Rob sat here like two stoners, even though neither of us are smoking. Like, you know what? Bray Wyatt has a door on his set. Like, what if it's just revealed that the Firefly Funhouse and Aleister Black, they're literally just separated by that wall? Like, and we were just like, man, that would be the coolest reveal ever. Just like Bray Wyatt walks off set from the Firefly Funhouse and he pops up in Aleister Black's room. Like, that would have been cool. That would have been neat. It would have been neat. It would have wrote itself. Yeah. But it did not come to pass. And Rob,
somebody come knock on my door. Let me in.
Yes.
Hey, I need an opponent. Oh, hey, me too. Oh, we'd be amazing wrestling each other. Yeah, you think so? Nope. Just pretend it didn't happen. Pretend we didn't build that perfect feud. And it just didn't happen.
It would have been good. It would have been real good.
Everybody said, oh, save it for Mania. One can't lose to the other. And okay, I agree with all that, but you built it. Even if you didn't fucking mean to.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing, too. I mean, I didn't quite look into it as much as you guys did, but like
it ruined me. It ruined Aleister Black for me. Like, I don't care who he fights. It's not the Fiend. And even when it is the Fiend, you're too late.
This is like, the idea was so perfect that everything else just didn't line up.
The stars aligned with Nazareth.
And
they just didn't pull the trigger.
I think there's three good options for Black.
Oh yeah?
Throw in Andrade. I think he.
Yeah. Zelina Vega. That'd be a weird one. You think they'd bring up that Aleister Black's actually married to Vega?
I'd be down with Aleister Black fighting Zelina Vega.
They feuded in NXT, so nothing they really haven't done. I think that Buddy Murphy would be a good one.
Yeah.
Part of his character really has been that he's not afraid to fight, going after Roman for a match, going after Bryan. And Shinsuke Nakamura after his, program wraps up. Shinsuke for IC title, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me, man. I ain't got no complaints. Someone else who might be complaining, though, is Drake Maverick getting ambushed backstage, though. Poor guy. Just, if a camera pops up on you, Drake Maverick, with your title, just start running. If all of a sudden there's a camera in your face, man, you need to move. Like, I love that. I loved how they staged this though, with just guys coming out like off a frame out of nowhere. At one point, Grand Metalik just flies through like on a storage bin, just through frame.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really well done. And
It was.
and I love that the 24/7 championship, like no one really attacks each other. The whole like everybody has one move and it's a roll up. That is it. Like rarely you don't see strikes or finishers. Like no, it's just who can roll up who.
Guys, I have a good. You remember it? I don't know if y'all saw it, but apparently Cody made a joke about the 24/7 championship one time. It's a real shame that his titles became a 24/7 champion.
Wow.
Oh, how the tables have turned, man. Oh my God. Cody rips on the 24/7 championship, and that's what the AEW title.
I can't remember what he said, but I can't remember what he even said. But yeah, he made a
No,
joke about it.
I remember
a
he
couple
ripped on the
months ago.
24/7 championship, and he ripped on Bayley's character.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't at the same time he ripped on Bayley.
It was
Her
similar
entrance
timing.
or whatever it was.
You hate
Yeah.
to see it now. His bad.
Oh man, I hope he knows. You got to go find someone to roll up. But after several roll-up attempts by various wrestlers, Drake does get rolled up by Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is your new 24/7 champion.
I'm gonna use this opportunity as my daughter plug.
There you go.
She fell asleep. I was so disappointed because we love the B team. Like I love the
Oh,
B team.
yeah, that's right.
You know me, I'm a bubbly guy, man. B team, yeah, let's go. Like I'm all about that. So like I think when they're on the screen, we get happy. B team, yes, yes. And I was like, oh my god, the B team won a title, and she was sleeping. I was so sad.
Oh.
Do I wake her up and do I tell her, or so I'm gonna tell her tomorrow? But then he lost it, so I'm not gonna tell her.
Well, at least you didn't have to see him lose it,
It's valid.
right?
It's valid.
Yeah.
But I was so happy because we want the B team to be in the picture. The B team is great. I don't care what anybody says. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So there's my daughter plug for the show. She gets one every show.
What do y'all think of Zayn's new role as live commentator for Shinsuke Nakamura?
I don't like it at all. I don't. I'm not gonna rant and say I hate it. I don't care for it.
It's obnoxious, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah. I'm not into it either. I don't like it at all.
I didn't mind it in this match just because it was against a jobber. I don't think the match was supposed to be taken seriously or something like that.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm gonna rant about. I don't want to hear your voice during a match. Even if it's a jobber. I'm glad you said that because I was like, I'm gonna rant about this. I don't want to hear your voice. Like even if man, I'll cut it short right there. But I didn't like it at all. Shut up. Let him just job.
Well,
And earn his 15 minutes of fame on WWE television. And then go back to the
Sammy's character is just so over the top, and all that. It just fits.
It is. Yeah, he is over the top.
Yeah, I don't want the same thing at Clash of Champions when it's actual title match against The Miz or anything like that. But this kind of situation, I think it just perfect fit with his character. I didn't have a problem with that. I just don't want to see it in
It's like a weekly thing.
serious matches.
We've had it for 2 weeks in a row now, and they're both similar because they're both beat down fashion, even though one
last week wasn't an actual match; it was just.
Yeah. But yeah, Shinsuke took on a local enhancement talent. I like that that we didn't actually get the guy's name. Sami Zayn asked him, he said, like, is your name Brian? And the guy was like, no. He's like, well, it doesn't matter because you're the Miz tonight. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, I thought that was pretty cool.
They favor me. I just like character consistency, and this fits it. So, like I said, I didn't have a problem with it just because of that. You see a lot of times where they just do stuff one week, and then next week it's completely different, and you're like, where,
Yeah. The match was followed up with the guys from the previous 24/7 segment. Now actually brawling, not rolling each other up into the ring. You had the likes of the Singh Bros, B Team, and Grand Metalik, along with Drake Maverick, all brawling. Maverick does end up rolling up Bo Dallas. So Bo Dallas was champ for about 10 minutes. Made it through 2 segments. Or no, he only made it through 1 segment. As Maverick backs up the ramp, I knew it was coming because the camera was panning on him for too long, man. I was like, I knew it was coming. I was just like, how are they gonna do it? And this R-Truth, this guy says a fucking lamp.
I know.
By the throne.
So good.
Oh, he's wearing the cape, right? But it was like, so like he was supposed to like mimic the stand for the cape, but they were like, oh, how do we hide your head? So they just shamelessly threw a lampshade on his head.
So good.
R-Truth
R-Truth is like a live action cartoon.
I'm telling you.
He really is.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
I kind of figured, which they did kind of make a joke about AEW right here. I think it was Kevin one picked up on it. They said that now R-Truth needs to go to chain restaurant in a limo.
Yeah, hop in a limo and go run to a chain restaurant.
But I thought for sure during all this brawling, somebody was just gonna pick up the belt and run, like not pin nobody.
Like, who
Just
steals
take
a
it.
championship belt, or who lets their championship belt just get stolen?
That's what I was 100% expecting that right there. Because when he threw Bo Dallas out of the ring, it looked like Bo Dallas, his hand went back on the apron, and I thought for sure he was grabbing that belt and running. I was like, there it is.
Gosh. This followed up, man, for me, segment of the night, and I didn't expect it to be. I did not, man, I was ready to tune this out because I was like, man, we're having another Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns face-off just to kill time and like artificially stretch out this feud, whatever. And it turns out the feud isn't between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan like we thought it was. Like, the feud is Rowan and Roman Reigns, but it's even better than that. It's better than just he's fighting Rowan. Like, dude, Rowan hopped on that mic and blew me away. So Daniel comes out to the ring. He demands an apology from Roman. We've seen this before. Roman comes out. He gets jumped by Rowan. The smart money would be that this is when you reveal that Rowan and Daniel Bryan are in fact in cahoots, and Daniel Bryan's the puppet master, right? Well, Daniel, sticking to his character, runs over, gets tossed aside by Rowan, right? And Rowan beats down Roman Reigns, give him the claw slam or whatever. Not a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie. Not a fan of that move. You need to come up with something better. But he hopped on the mic and he was like, "I'm not your puppet." His facial expressions, his cadence, his voice, his control, everything about it was awesome. Like, it was so good. I never saw that in Rowan. I always thought he was the weakest of the Wyatt family.
I didn't see.
You didn't see it?
No, I mean, I didn't see it in him either, like you said.
You were agreeing with me.
As a singles guy, I've never seen much for him in the ring or on the mic, which he still gets to show on the ring. But when he picked up that mic, man, he handled it like a pro.
Yeah.
His facial expressions. That's what you saw, actual character for once. Because normally when he talked, he was always kind of like slow, deliberate, almost kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but almost like he was like just kind of like a slower fella. You know what I mean? He never struck me as intelligent. And dude, when he hopped on the mic, I was like, dude, no, that's an independent guy right there. That's the dude who can stand on his own two legs. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was really cool. Rob, what'd you take from it, Rob? Rowan, when you over?
Dude, I dozed off. I'm not gonna lie. I sat here and dozed off.
Oh my God, Rob, Jesus! Oh my God, I knew it too. I knew it. I was like,
Yep.
It's about that time. I mean, hey, man, yeah, we've been.
I would have died.
Okay, what are you talking about? I'll figure an answer. What are you talking about?
No.
I didn't watch it. I was awake.
Rowan's delivery in the ring when he hopped on that mic. Did he win you over?
Oh man, he tore it up. I was like, oh man, why hasn't this guy done this already? But what I did get was like, he's like, ew, nobody controls Rowan. I'm like, but Daniel Bryan had his hand up your ass for like 6 months now, and you took slappings from him, and nobody controls you, but he did for like 6 months. Now all of a sudden you're cool, and I'm all about it, but you did get controlled for a while, bro.
Well, he said those slaps is what woke him up. He was like, yeah, thank you. He essentially was like, thank you for slapping me. You woke me up. You won't slap me again, though. Like,
he dared him to. He's like, come in the ring and slap me.
Yeah.
And then he did, and he took a skull crusher.
Yeah, the claw slam or whatever through the table.
Yeah.
Ended the night with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan both laid out by Eric Rowan, of all people, man. What was long considered the weakest member of the Wyatt family, and now he's come out and he's standing on his own 2 feet. That's awesome.
And another reason I really don't mind this Roman and Rowan match, like we just all said, he delivered on the mic tonight. So now we know that he can do that. But if he can't go in there and have a good match with Rowan,
yeah, that's my concern too.
So he's already showed on the mic. Now he needs to go out there in the ring in a pay-per-view match, if arguably the top guy in the company, deliver a good match.
Yep. And continue the momentum.
I hope he beats Roman. I hope Roman loses.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
I agree.
I don't know. If you didn't give that win to Buddy, I don't want to give it to Roman. But that's just me.
Well, I don't care. I wouldn't mind if there's like underhanded stuff. Like, as long as Rowan looks intelligent. That was my main thing. Is he came across as intelligent, like
Yeah.
and yeah. So I mean, he's a heel. Who cares if he cheats to win? You know what I mean? As long as it's not like kicking him in the dick. All right, that's Nakamura's thing. Don't kick him
But
in the
could
dick.
you imagine Roman's only 2 losses in a year be Shane McMahon and Eric fucking Rowan?
I'm okay with that.
It'd be nuts, man. It'd be nuts.
You
Who
can be
did
like,
you lose to in 2019, Roman? Well, 50-year-old Shane and a guy that probably never had a singles match before in his career,
Yeah.
Eric Rowan.
who would you lose to, Roman? 2 guys that are awesome.
Oh my
I don't care who they are.
God. Jesus. All
It could
right.
be a jobber from the crowd. Yes, you. Beat Roman. Yay.
We don't have any questions for tonight's show. So what we have we have the go home show for Raw, right? And the go home show for SmackDown. That's all that's right now between Clash of Champions, because that's Clash of Champions is a week from Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, and so we're hoping that we're gonna get the United States title set up, and then the SmackDown Tag Championship.
New day. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
But that's it for our show, folks. Thank you for joining us, and
Yeah.
we'll talk to you on the next episode of the Smack Drop podcast.
When Baron Corbin is in the finals of King of the Ring.
Jesus.
I used it too.